close the door behind you. Charge my phone. I'm sorry, my phone didn't finish charging last night. How's everything been going, Melvin?
Yeah, pretty good.
That's good. Now, are you here today for your depot medication as well?
Yeah, I've had my depot.
You've had your depot?
Yeah.
Good. And how is that going? Because I remember we changed that to monthlies.
Because of the slow release, it's still just as effective. When I get my injection, I don't get headaches. My temple hurts, but it's okay. When my heart rate goes up, I get dizzy, and otherwise I'm just constantly sleepy and tired. But I'd rather not change from any other medication to another medication because the other ones torture the hell out of me. So I'd rather olanzapine anyways.
So let's just revisit that. So you've changed the monthlies from the 2 weeklies, and you've noticed when you have the depot straight afterwards, you get a little bit of a headache. Is that right?
Not straight after, say about 15-20 minutes.
15-20
minutes. It's not a headache. It's just my temple throbs.
And how long does that hurt for when you get it? How long does that pain last for?
It varies, and then it fades out, and it's very mild. I can barely notice it. So when I go to sleep and wake up, then sometimes it's not there.
It's not there. Have you tried things like Panadol for it, or
no? I'd rather not take medications.
Sure,
I'd rather just deal with it like this.
That's fine, and as long as you're sort of happy with that, and as you say, it's once a month as opposed to every 2 weeks, which I think is an improvement.
Yeah.
So that's good. And the other thing you mentioned was your fast heart rate. Did you mention a fast heart rate?
Oh no, when my heart rate increases, I get dizzy, so I can't run and stuff
How long has that been happening for now?
Since I've been on olanzapine.
Okay, and remind me how long you've been on olanzapine for? It's been a little while now, hasn't it?
Yeah, so the first time I was on olanzapine was when I was kept in PA Hospital West Wing for 3 months.
Right, yes.
And then when I first had olanzapine, it was so strong on me that I was sleeping 24/7 on it.
Right.
So since then I've become pretty tolerant.
That's good. Tolerant in the sense that you're no longer sleepy with it.
No, I am still sleepy, but not as much. I could just wake up and then just stay sleeping and then just sleep the whole time, 24/7.
Gosh, okay.
Yeah.
Are you sleeping during the day?
Yeah, I sleep. Whenever I get sleepy or it's too much, I go to sleep, or otherwise I just try to push through and stay active, to stick to my routines and keep busy, basically.
Yeah. So what sort of routines do you have? What keeps you busy day to day?
Just helping my parents. We're doing renovations and stuff. So.
Oh right. Oh, that must be busy.
Yeah, it can be. Yeah.
Okay.
Just helping my parents out. They're getting old and stuff. So.
I see. Okay.
Yeah.
And do you live with mum and dad?
That's correct.
Is it? I'm just trying to remember. Is it mum and your biological father?
That's correct.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. And any issues with them? How are they going?
No, I haven't had any issues. Last time there was a misunderstanding. My dad, last time I got taken away when I got put into PA hospital for 3 months.
Right.
I was moving out of home and I had a shifter with me. I was packing all my stuff because I used to be a diesel mechanic. And my dad was also pissing me off and I wasn't in a good mood. I was packing my stuff and leaving home. And because he saw the shifter in my hand and he read my gestures, he thought I was going to hit him with the shifter.
Oh, goodness. Yeah.
And he shot himself and... because I was angry as well, and he thought I was going to hit him with the shifter. That wasn't my intention. I was just packing all my stuff to move out of home.
But because you were angry, maybe Dad interpreted that as, oh, Melvin wants to hit me.
And he called the police, and the police rocked up. I knew I was going to get put into PA hospital again.
Right.
And then get tortured by antipsychotics, basically.
Oh,
and so I barricaded myself, and then the procedure, the whole thing escalated, and the SWAT version of Australia came and extracted me. They gassed me out.
Gosh.
Yeah, there was clearly a misunderstanding there. I had to talk to my dad about it, and we were both on the same wavelength.
That's good. I'm glad to hear that. So relationship with Dad and Mum is okay?
Yeah, it's perfect.
Oh, I'm glad to hear that. And so, looking back on that, as you say, there was a misunderstanding and Dad agrees with that. Do you think despite that misunderstanding, you might have been a bit more angry than usual or a little bit, less perhaps settled than you normally are?
Not in a violent manner. I was just...
not insinuating in a violent manner, but just in general.
Yeah, because like I just had like enough of like from like my parents fighting and all this domestic stuff happening
Right.
and
That
all the
was a
things I was
stressful thing
saying.
for you.
And while I'm packing up, all these thoughts are going through my head. Obviously, like the reason I'm leaving home and all that.
Yes.
And then he happened to come and then saw my face. He read my gestures, and I had the shift on my hand. And yeah, he thought I was gonna hit him with it, but I wasn't.
Okay. Were you?
I even said it as he ran away. I said it like, I'm okay. Like, what? As he ran away, but he didn't
Oh,
hear
you're
me.
trying to reassure him, but he didn't hear you. Okay.
Yeah, and he called the police.
Well,
and
he must have just been worried about you.
Yeah, but I was moving out of home, so
Oh, okay. Why were you moving out of home at that stage? What was going on?
it was probably like around that time frame. It was probably better for me just staying away from my parents because they at that time frame they were fighting quite a lot.
Oh, I see.
Domestic, because what happened was these Indians they know my dad's weakness, and so they used to get him to hang out with the Indians, and they used to get him drunk and like alcohol. So I'd have to my dad would get drunk and he can't handle. He's not like a drinker, so when they get him drunk, he'll try to fight my mom. And so many times I'm the guy there who restrains him all the time.
Right, I see. But that hasn't been happening recently.
No, they're behaving really well.
That's good.
They've turned a new leaf.
If they, if there is an argument between mum and dad and you're worried, what sort of things will you do? Like, what will you do to make sure everyone's safe?
Basically, I become the mediator sort of thing. I get their side of the story, I get my mom's side of the story, and then see what the most reasonable, what's the most logical thing there. And mainly, they think with their emotions quite a lot.
I see.
So I have to show them a bit of logic and snap them back into reality. And
If it got to a point where you felt someone wasn't safe, would you call the police or call an ambulance or something like that?
not the ambulance, but I would call the police.
Yeah, okay, that makes sense. Yeah.
But I normally keep an eye on them and stuff like that,
Sure,
and restrain. I just normally restrain my dad, and
Yeah.
he'll be angry for a little bit, but then his temper goes down. So
Okay.
I just have to keep him like restrained a little bit,
When you say restrained, what do you mean by that?
like grab him, because what he'll do, he'll try to hit her and stuff like.
When did that last happen?
He's short tempered. That happened last time.
Last before you came to hospital?
No, say about 5-6 months ago.
Okay.
This time it was different. What it was like, he was just talking normally and getting closer and closer to my mom.
Okay.
And then next thing he just dove for her, tried to hit her, and then I just like full jumped at him and then grabbed him and then lifted him out of
I mean,
bed
that sounds like
and
a really stressful situation.
manhandled him, and then
Melvin, if something like that happens in the future, you have to be mindful as well of your own safety. And also, it doesn't sound like you want to hurt dad or mum. You want to keep them safe.
yeah.
So if it comes to that, I would suggest calling the police first rather than worrying about restraining people. Because, if something, God forbid, something were to happen, which I'm sure would be accidental, that would be a terrible thing.
Oh no, like so when I restrain him, I know how to restrain, like I no pressure points, nothing like that, just like grab his arms
Well,
sort
I
of
would
thing.
just say, if it's getting to that point, I would be calling the police. That's what I would suggest.
And so yeah, if he doesn't calm down, then normally my mum would be the one who'll call the police, so not me, because if I call the police on him, then he'll hold that against me for the rest of my life. He's done that with my sisters already. So
But again, it sounds like none of this has been happening recently.
no, that really changed. I've been basically parenting my parents sort of thing.
Oh, well, Melvin, that sounds like everything's going pretty well then.
Yeah.
And how you were working before? You were working doing delivery driving? Are
Yeah.
you still doing that?
No.
Okay. When did you stop?
About 2 weeks ago, but I've been doing like some sort of like cash jobs and stuff.
Okay. So what sort of things keep you busy now? What sort of cash jobs?
Just like when I worked for my mate's house,
Okay.
at his house, like
And I
that.
guess you're doing the renovations as well. That's keeping you busy.
Yeah.
Okay. Tell me more about this fast heart rate and the feeling dizzy. When does that happen?
So when my heart rate goes up, if I'm like jogging and stuff like that,
Yeah.
when my heart rate goes up, I sort of get dizzy with it as well, and slightly feel like throwing up.
Oh gosh.
Um,
Any chest pain at all?
no chest pains, nothing like that.
But you feel short of breath and a bit dizzy.
No, not short of breath.
Oh, okay, just dizzy.
Dizzy, tired, and my temple hurts.
Okay.
Those were the main things, and nothing
Right.
else to worry about.
Have you had any blood tests recently?
No, but I refuse because I've got a phobia of injections, needles. I've got the right to refuse as well. I think
You do have the right to
2017.
refuse. You do. The only thing I would say is that if you're getting dizzy and you're feeling your heart beating really fast when you're exercising, it might be a normal occurrence if you haven't been drinking much water or if it's really hot outside. But
It's definitely olanzapine related. It's nothing else because it started when I was on olanzapine.
Right. Have you been drinking lots of water and eating enough?
Yeah.
Okay. Even in the heat, because that's really important as well.
Yeah. I keep my fluids up.
Okay,
yeah.
That's good. And again, no chest pain, any tummy pain at all?
No.
No. Okay, that's good. I would say, have you got a GP?
Yeah.
Who's your GP? Is it Dr. Chen?
Dr. Chen, yep.
Yeah. When did you last see Dr. Chen?
It's been a while.
Might be worthwhile touching base with Dr. Chen just to see how you're going. You can have a listen to your... Is it he or she? Sorry.
It's a he.
He can have a listen to your chest and just make sure everything's okay.
Yep.
And I mean, as you rightly say, you have the right to refuse blood tests.
Yep.
I would only suggest them with Dr. Chen, because I think it's in your interest. But I realise that you've got, phobia of needles, so, that can be something you can think about.
Yeah.
You never passed out or anything like that, or felt like you're going to pass out?
Oh, you can speak to the nurse who gave me the depot injection, and she'll.
Did you feel a bit faint after the injection?
I lose control. I start breathing really fast and everything. When she gives me the.
I see.
I don't know how to explain it, like hyperventilating maybe. But
because you really don't like needles. That sounds like anxiety. Really.
I've got a good threshold to pain. It's just the thought of injection. It's just the needle. So.
Do you get that feeling any other times apart from getting the needle?
No.
Okay, it's really just the needles.
Yeah.
All right, that's good. Melvin, when you were in hospital last time, did you ever hear voices or see anything unusual? Like, was there any of that going on for you?
No.
Did you feel unsafe? Like, did you feel like people were
from the doctors carefully wording their threats and all that, but yeah, no.
Okay. And you feel safe at the moment? Like, no one's giving you any trouble?
Oh, no.
Anything like that?
No.
That's good.
There's something I was going to actually show you about this because you completely don't understand. You don't understand what's happened with me.
By all means, please help me understand.
So I'll ask you a question. So when did you hear about targeted individual? How do you know about that?
I've had some patients have mentioned them to me before.
Okay.
And I know there are online communities about targeted individuals and that sort of thing. Can I now ask you a question? Do you feel like you're still targeted, or do you...
Oh no, they stopped targeting me when I started when I started wearing a body cam and stuff like that and making records and writing number plates down of the vehicles. They
and that
stopped.
was before you came into hospital, is that right? That was
a long time ago, about 4 years ago, 4 years ago.
Okay.
So what they did was they played mind games with me, and then they built up a report.
Yes.
So what I'll do is I'll play this first, and then I'll show you. So
yeah, sure. Help me understand.
So it's reconstructed from start to beginning properly, so you can understand it.
Sure. How long is it, Melvin? Just so I know, because we haven't too long.
It won't be that long. Say approximately like 4 minutes.
Okay. Maybe show me the important bits of it, if that's okay. Because I'm keen to see it, but also I'm mindful we don't have a great deal of time today.
This is what happened, and I can prove the neighbours were... I actually recorded the neighbours. I'm still covertly harassing me, and I recorded them.
Yep.
But I'll play this for you first. This is exactly what happened.
This is not law enforcement and the FBI.
I thought you were taking videos. Do you have any videos? I thought you were going to show me yours.
No, this is other people's videos that they put together from investigating all the other targeted individuals.
Can I ask a favour? Can you show me what that is, and I will watch it later, just because I'm mindful that our time together is limited. So, Targeted Individuals Australia. Oh, you've made that video. Oh, I see. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Just it won't take long.
By all means, show me the...
Yep. To the private corporations who are involved in this for help are being met with silence, or even worse, ridicule. They're being accused of being crazy. They're being accused of being paranoid and schizophrenic. What I can speak to intelligently, though, is that each individual fits the general profile that I'm describing. So they're highly intelligent. They are able to be isolated by whatever means. They normally have some sort of what I would describe as a free mind. They're people that aren't, part of the crowd, so to speak, in the way that they think. They're outsiders. They're what the government would call dissidents or revolutionaries, or people that may be a problem. Some TIs have said that this kind of profile that all TIs fits is empowered individuals, and I would definitely agree with that. The general profile.
Look, Melvin, I'll listen to the rest of that later. But I'm glad to hear that that's not happening anymore.
Yeah.
Do you think, irregardless of this, and I'm not saying that this is, real or not, I'm not making any judgment about that. Do you think you've ever been, had a mental illness or felt unwell and needed to come into hospital?
No.
Not really.
Basically, it's not an auditory hallucination from mental, because they'd be using words that I don't use. So if my brain cells retained every language that I knew, then if I was having auditory hallucination, it'll probably use that. I had to Google words, the meaning of words they were using when I was targeted with voices.
Right.
When they used to get scared and they used to turn the voices off, my ear used to ring for about 30 seconds.
Right, okay.
I blew the isolator fuse on the power pole because I suspected one of the house had one of these devices plugged in.
Oh, gosh.
That comes under... basically, no, not on the power pole. I'll get put away for domestic terrorism. So I blew it from my own house from the power meter. So I fluctuated it, and then.
Well, Melvin, I think if anything like this happens again, I want you to tell us, because as much as you feel that it's not, that it's all very real, and it's all very real to you. It sounds very real to you. If you want us to investigate it, or if you want us to be aware of it, you need to let us know.
Well, it's not. They stopped targeting me because I started wearing body cams and.
Okay. Are you still wearing the body cams now?
Oh no, that happened a long time ago. They just stopped targeting me.
Well, that's really good.
So basically, I've just been keeping an eye on all the other targeted individuals and educating them about it. So basically, anyways, when I blew the isolator fuse, 3 houses lost power, and the voices was off. It was completely off.
I'm glad.
So there's several different ways I've explained to you. It was an auditory hallucination.
Yes, I take all of that on board. But I think, from our point of view, we want to make sure that all of this stuff doesn't happen again.
Yeah.
Do you think there's any possibility it could be while it sounds like you're very sure that it could have been, that this is all real, that it's happening, that people were out to get it? Is there any possibility that you think maybe this could have been a mental illness? Because
no, because when they were playing mind games with me, I couldn't prove it to them. They're covertly harassing me. But now they've been doing it to me for so long that I've been ignoring it. Okay. So one day I just got my camera on my phone. They didn't see it coming and started recording them. So the last time I got put into PA hospital was because of the same person that I recorded covertly harassing me. I just went to confront them, and what they did was call the police and said I went into their compound and made lies up.
Why do you think they were targeting you?
I don't know. Oh yeah, I do know. That's what this will explain, this part, so I can then
so it said
construct
intelligent
from it.
people. But why would they target intelligent people? Why are they targeting you?
I don't know why they're targeting me.
Yeah, it doesn't seem to make a great deal of sense.
But I am targeted because it happened to me, and I know that for a fact.
Well, not anymore, right?
Not anymore.
How's your mood?
But
sorry.
I did explain to you. I recorded them covertly harassing me and targeting me and making false police report on me.
Yes.
The funny thing is they lied on the police report. So
what did they say?
They shouldn't be. They said I went into their property when they can't lie and make a police report.
Right. Okay.
They shouldn't be lying on a police report. So they sort of screwed themselves up.
I see.
Yeah.
Sorry to change the subject, Melvin, but while I've got you here, I just wanted to ask, how's your mood been?
My mood's been really good. I've just been spending time in nature and stuff like that. Going fishing.
Oh, great! Do you catch much?
Yeah, I'm interested in the wildlife and stuff like that. So I went to Bribie Island to see the population of pipis and stuff, and they're basically gone extinct now from last time I checked.
Really?
Yeah. The ecosystem's going down.
Did you go by yourself or did you go with someone?
I went with a friend.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a really nice thing to do with a friend.
Yeah.
And you said you're sleeping a bit more. Are you sleeping all through the night?
Yeah.
Okay. And then how often are you sleeping during the day?
It depends how much I work or how much I tire myself. I try to stay awake all the time.
Okay, that's good. And your energy levels, how are they generally?
My energy level's good because olanzapine makes me eat quite a lot. So
so you're eating a bit more? Yeah. Have you put much weight on?
Yeah, but the diet I'm on is just mainly vegetable and soup and stuff like that, nutrition.
Okay.
So nothing with steroids.
Eating healthily.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good. And you're eating 3 meals a day?
Yeah, 3 meals a day.
That's good. And no funny things with your thoughts. Your thoughts feel clear. They don't feel foggy or like they're interfered with or anything like that.
Only with just. Yeah, I can't think because of the tiredness, sleepiness.
Okay.
So it is hard, but I can do it. I can do it when I try. Like when I'm talking to you, I'm really trying to explain myself.
Yeah,
but,
we're having a pretty thorough conversation here, so I think you're doing a really good job.
Yeah.
Concentration, how's that going?
Yeah, it's concentrate. It's hard to. I can concentrate, but it's a lot harder to concentrate because of the sleepiness.
Okay.
Just the tired
Are
fatigue.
you driving?
No, I caught the bus here.
Okay. Do you drive otherwise?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you ever drive when you're tired?
No.
Okay.
I don't drive at all. When I think if I'm a hazard to other road users, I wouldn't.
Good. Okay. So if you're feeling sleepy, just don't drive. Either take public transport or get someone else to drive you. Get
Correct.
mum or dad to drive you.
Yeah, I don't want to be responsible for somebody's death or something like that.
And physically, how are you feeling?
Physically, I haven't been doing any like muscles or weights or anything, so I don't know what my repair rate's like with my muscles.
Okay.
But yeah, physically, I have become a little bit weaker. I know that.
Since when?
Since the antipsychotics.
Oh, okay. Because you're not going to the gym, and is that something you want to do? To go to the gym and lift weights and stuff?
No, I sort of just lost hope because after paliperidone, my recovery rate was like 3 weeks. Like when I tear my muscle, it won't recover.
Have you tried with the olanzapine?
No, I haven't.
Okay. Oh, might be something to try.
Yeah.
So it sounds like you're not exercising as much.
No.
Okay. And speaking of physical, all parts of your body feel like they're fully in your control. Like there's nothing else controlling them or anything like that.
Yeah. So no involuntary movement.
No involuntary movements or anything. Yeah.
No.
Have you had that before?
Yeah, when I was on clozapine.
Oh,
when
really?
I was on zircopentixol.
Okay.
Zircopentixol tortured the hell out of me. My eyesight went blurry.
All right.
And Dr. Joseph,
Yes.
he didn't want to take me off the zircopentixol, and I can't tell you how badly that felt for me, because imagine like when you start losing your eyesight and you start realizing, holy shit, I can't see properly and stuff.
It's scary.
And Dr. Joseph was refusing until my dad and my friend argued with him. Then he changed his mind. When my dad said, so what, do you want Melvin to run away to another state again like every other time? That's when he changed it. But yeah, if it was just me by myself, he would have just kept me on zircopentixol.
Well, I mean, I think it's good that you advocate for your wishes, and I'm really glad that the olanzapine seems to be working for you now. That's really good. More or less.
Yeah.
So you happy to keep going on the monthly injections?
No, I'd rather be off antipsychotics. I don't want to be on any. It's my body. I've got the right to choose.
Look, I understand that, Melvin. I think if we can meet halfway, I think you're on the 2 weeklies, now you're on the monthlies, and it sounds like you're doing well. Let's see how you go with that for a while, and then we can consider changes to your medications down the track. But we've only just made this change, and it sounds like it's an improvement compared to the 2 weeklies. Does that sound like a fair summary?
Yeah. How long do you think I'll be on treatment authority for?
Look, that's a good question, and really it's not up to me. It'll be up to the tribunal, that independent panel that decides on the community treatment authority. I think everyone is different. Some people are on it for a long time, some people not so much. It really depends on how they go with their medication, how they go with their insight into their illness as well, and whether they'd be willing to continue to take that medication even if they weren't on a treatment authority as well.
So say once I'm off the treatment authority and it's all been signed off, I can refuse my antipsychotics and any medication you guys try to persuade me into taking?
Theoretically, that's correct. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that what you would do?
Yeah, obviously, because I know I'm completely fine.
Yeah, okay. I mean, I guess my hope is that the medication will keep you fine, and that those episodes you've had where you've been a bit more angry or unsettled than usual or felt unsafe will not recur, and part of that might be because of the olanzapine.
Yeah, no, because those episodes I had started with the neighbors and stuff covertly harassing me from the beginning and stuff like that. And there were an episode I was just confronting them. I'm not stupid. I didn't go looking for fights.
And that's good. And not to interrupt you, Melvin, but I just wanted to check as well. Any substance use at all, like any marijuana or alcohol?
No, basically I broke my vape, so I've been smoking cigarettes.
You've been what happened to the vape?
It just stopped working because I've been off cigarettes and I've been going really well.
How many cigarettes are you smoking now?
So today I've had 2.
That's not too many, Melvin.
Yeah, but sometimes I can smoke 10, depends. So I'm really trying not to mentally.
I think that's a really good idea. Is it something that you really want to give up, hey?
Yeah, so I was doing well with the vape, but they keep breaking, so.
They're quite cheap things sometimes. Like, they don't last very long. Have you spoken to Caitlin about quitting the cigarettes?
No.
I think that's a good thing to bring up with Caitlin, your case manager. She can help you. Because you're linked in with our service, you get access to a lot of subsidised things. Things like, quitting smoking, that sort of thing. Smoking cessation aids, patches, inhalers, all that sort of stuff. All that jazz. And
I wouldn't be interested.
Probably a lot cheaper than vaping.
Yeah, no, I'll manage. I'll get off it eventually.
Well, look, regardless, let Caitlin know, because it's a good thing for us to aim for. You know, you need to look after your body.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's a really important thing for you. You're 31. You know, now's the time. You have to do these sorts of things.
Yep.
So I think that's a really important thing to focus on moving forward as well. Are you able to see your GP sometime in the next couple of weeks about the dizziness?
Yeah, we'll see.
I think it might be a good idea.
Yeah.
And just, let them know what's been happening. They might be able to run some tests. Not necessarily.
We'll get like an ECG or EEG.
Yeah, exactly. Not necessarily blood tests if you refuse, but they can do the ECG, so the little sticky dots, and that sort of thing. Yeah. I think it's a good idea. And then we can touch base again afterwards and see what they think.
Yeah.
Does that sound like a good idea?
Yeah, well, what sounds like a better idea is a time where you can actually hear everything out.
I'm going. Well, that's right. Unfortunately, I find it's fairly limited.
Yeah.
But the fortunate thing is I can watch those YouTube videos later, which I will do. So if I look for that, I will find it. Yeah. No, that's fine.
Okay.
Anything else, Melvin? Anything like that?
No, thanks, Tim. That's all.
And no thoughts of harming yourself, harming others.
Oh, absolutely not.
Feeling safe.
I'm not suicidal or anything. I've just been accused.
Good. I'd just like to ask that question.
That's
good. All right, Melvin. Well, when should we see you again? Should we see you again in a month or two?
I've got an appointment with a doctor. I think on December.
Yeah.
And then.
There might be Dr. Oh no, you've seen Dr. Schneider before as well, hey?
Yeah, I've seen him. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm not sure. That might be one of us, or if not, that's fine. I'll touch base with Caitlin and we'll plan something out. I think another 1 to 2 months or something like that.
Yeah, no worries.
Groovy. All right. Well, thanks, Melvin. Thanks. Nice chatting to you again.
Good time chatting to you too, Tim.
Yeah. It's this way. It's this way and then left. Now, do you need to hang around for a bit because you've had your... Yeah. Okay. Yeah.